I want to call him an R&B singer, but that's almost like an injustice. I got to call the brother soul singer because he sings from the soul, he writes from the soul, and it's an honor to see this man. If you were up in New York over the weekend and you saw, then you really saw him do his thing, and you saw how much he electrified, and it's an honor to say hello to my brother Dave Hollister. Thanks for coming by tonight, brother. I know you've been working hard and moving around.
Man, anytime with you, brother.
Working hard and moving around.
Anytime with you, man. Thank you for having me.
You are the essence of what R&B really reflects on the new generation tip.
Wow.
And obviously you are church.
Can't get away from
you, and you shouldn't, because that's what God planted in you early on.
Yes, sir.
And you do such a wonderful job bringing it to the forefront.
Thank you, man.
So, man, I'm just happy that you're back with new music.
Yes, sir.
And you didn't shortchange us at all. You came. He came with a very interesting story. And the reason why I say, at least I call your music stories. But what do you call
Got it. Stories. I'm a messenger, man. Everybody, I don't like people to put me in a pigeonhole, in a hole. They ask me, "Are you a gospel artist? I'm a messenger." So what I want you to do is see it and hear it, not just hear it. I need you to see it.
You know what? Upon listening to some of the tracks on this forthcoming CD that's coming out later on, I saw a lot of vision with some of the songs that you wrote. You've been going through some stuff, man.
Man, all I do is go through, Lenny.
No way.
And I think it's because that's what God put me on this earth to do, is be transparent and help people. You know what I mean? I'm a messenger, so if I can help you get through the things that I've gone through, or give you, okay, don't go down that street, because down that street you're gonna face this.
But you know how hard-headed we are.
Man,
we're hard-headed. If somebody could tell you, don't go over down that street, and guess what? You're going to go down that street anyway, right? You're going to learn the hard way.
Right.
Look, we're doing something a little special tonight. We're also giving you a chance to come behind the scenes with us, because we're streaming online tonight. So for those of you who are listening to us around the country, we're going to have an unfiltered conversation, and a raw conversation, and a real conversation online. So I thank you for watching, and if you haven't logged on yet, you can do so. You can do it in several different ways. You can go to lennygreen.com. Right there on the homepage, just click and we'll take you behind the scenes, and you can go to WBLS. We're going to go to the first single off of the brand new CD, which is entitled Spend the Night. You want to tell me about this, man?
Oh, man. Spend the Night is, my new wife. We've been married 6 years. When I saw her, the first time I saw her, I was like, that's it.
Really?
She's the one.
We're going to talk about this. Join
Definitely.
me online, because I got to understand how that's done. And I've heard a lot of fellas say that, but I need to understand. I need to take a lesson from Dave Hollister. Dave Hollister with us. Call us up, 1-855-453-6694, and get inside the quiet storm. Settle in and settle down with us tonight, baby. Something brand new off of the brand new forthcoming CD. Spend the night, and I hope you will with us.
Diamonds may be forever, but they'll never outshine our love. Whoa, you hold my world together. Make me forget how life was before you. That's why I want to. Whoa. Lets me know you'll be here, ain't going nowhere. Right height, right size, that frame, you're just my type. And just in case you didn't hear what I said, come on over here and let me say it in your ear.
Yeah, we can talk. Hey, thanks for locking in behind the scenes with us right here of the Quiet Storm. This brother, of course, really needs no introduction. If he was to stand in a dark room and just sing, you would know who he is. His voice is it's nothing duplicated about his voice. No one can ever do what he does. His name is Dave Hollister. You are a beast, man, and I mean that in a positive way. I mean that in a way where, you know, if I had a voice like yours, I would obviously be doing exactly what you're doing. And I'm so glad that you're utilizing the gift that God has planted within inside you. At what age did Dave Hollister know this was your calling? Aside, because it sounds to me like you could have been a preacher on the rise too.
Oh man, it's funny because I am a preacher. I pastor a church in Antioch, California, and
That's changed, right? When since that came out?
it's been about 2 years now.
Oh, because it's been over 2 years since I've seen you.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely.
So
most
wow.
definitely.
Okay.
Man, I really did not get into singing until I got hurt in college playing ball. I just didn't, that wasn't really my thing. I could do it. My mother and father made me do it in church, but it wasn't really my thing.
Wow.
I thought it was, just being honest, I thought it was for,
Okay, not for you, right?
It wasn't for me. Let's just keep it there.
So when you were playing football?
No, basketball.
Oh wow, what position?
Point guard.
No joke.
Point guard. And I went in high school. I played football, basketball, and baseball, and I got a scholarship for football to Alcorn, but I chose my scholarship for basketball. Yeah.
Wow.
Got hurt, and I was like, man, I can't do nothing else, so let me try this. It happened.
Hey, look, brother. I think you have a longer career in the music arena than probably in the athletic arena.
Yes.
Not to shortchange you and what you were, what your love was for, but obviously you can kind of get old and still do it. And obviously it comes from the soul, as I mentioned in the very beginning.
Definitely.
His name is Dave Hollister. In case you don't know, or in case you're just joining us, is it safe to say formerly of Blackstreet, or you're still a part
Still a member.
Okay, so y'all still travel together.
Oh yeah, we still doing shows together. It is not the original members, but it's Teddy and myself. Just like the Temptations had, some different Temptations going out. Blackstreet has different Blackstreets going out. You just gotta know which one you want to go see.
Yeah, I've heard. I found out the hard way, as we all have.
Right.
There's so many duplicate groups, but we know.
Yeah.
The only thing they need to say is Dave Hollister.
Oh man, it's beautiful. Thank you, guys.
It's a hey, brother. That's what we got to do. So Dave has this forthcoming CD album that is going to officially be birthed when?
September 30th.
Oh, okay. That's a wonderful thing. And it's called Chicago Winds The Saga Continues. Now, the original saga was in 2000, right?
Yes.
And that took us on an interesting journey. Ooh. So where is this saga taking us? Because judging from the first couple of songs, I said, oh, this brother went through some things, or he knew somebody who went through some things, or he's ministering some people who are going through some things, whatever the case may be. But it's definitely a relationship situation.
Definitely. The first one, Chicago '85, the movie, was definitely about my ex-wife. She's now my ex-wife, but she was my wife at the time. And we went through some things, and now today we are like very close, very, very close. And this one, it's kind of like a continuation, but with somebody different. And it explains where I am now. And my music always tells where I am at the point.
Well, I didn't know exactly where you were at the point, but I was like, oh, there's some situations going on.
Oh, man.
And maybe because I've been through quite a few situations. And as I shared with you before we got on air tonight, if I had the talent of writing, oh, man. And I've heard from an assortment of writers like yourself that, unfortunately, some of the greatest, and Ray Charles is one, and there's so many, we can go down the list. There's so many great hits that we all love, and it either came, a lot of them, obviously some came from joyous moments, but a lot of them also came from terrible moments as well in a relationship.
Oh man, and where I am now, in my relationship, we definitely have, evolved to the point we are now. You always in relationships, sometimes they start out good and then they go bad, but me and my wife now, we started out bad, and now we good.
Well, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I want to find out the secret, y'all, and we're about to go up on air in just a moment. I want to find out the secret of how he knew when he met his wife that she was going to be the one. Because I'm having a hard time. Either I'm going down the wrong street or I'm just blind. But we're going to find out from Dave Hollister on air in just a moment. Thanks for watching online. .5 WBLS. Welcome inside of the Quiet Storm, baby. We are joined tonight by my dear brother, Mr. Dave Hollister. And those of you who have seen Dave, whether it was a church service or in a concert, I hope you've seen him in concert just as much as you've seen him in a church service.
Yes.
You know the brother sings from the depths of his soul, and he brings the surreal of what could be imaginable to some for reality to so many. But we just heard the first single off of the brand new forthcoming CD, which comes out
September 30th.
September 30th.
Yes.
And where do you hope, when putting together this CD, where do you hope everyone will embrace it, and how do you think they're going to perceive it?
I really hope that they say, man, Dave has continued to be Dave, and with a little maturity. You know what I mean? With a little maturity. Because I do believe that I have matured in, you know, just my headspace, my life, where I am now.
Okay.
My wife now, she definitely, just dealing with her for the last 7 years has made me really deal with some of my demons.
Really?
Oh, man.
Well, that's what I want to know. I mean, before we get into that, how did you know? What was that little voice that said, this is going to be my wife? This woman is going to be my wife.
Man, when she walked through the door, TGI Fridays in Pleasanton, California, I said, oh my God, there she is.
By just looking at her?
Man, it was just something about her. And then when she sat down, my son was with me. My son is in studio with me. He was with me at the time. And you know, I was married to his mom, you know, and you know, they get kind of partial. But I sat down and I asked him, I said, and he probably don't even remember. He probably doesn't even remember. I asked him, I said, Kaylin, what you think? He nodded his head.
The approval?
Yeah. Yeah. And man, it was just something about it. It was the way she carried herself. And then we sat and talked, because I actually fooled her into the meeting.
We're going to find out how he did that. I got to take a page out of his book. His name is Dave Hollister of Blackstreet. Dave Hollister, the crooner himself. 1-855-453-6694. If you'd like to get up close and personal with the brother, here's your opportunity to do so. Join me online, baby, and let's continue the conversation right here inside of the Quiet Storm. Wow, that you heard it just like I heard it. So that's pretty interesting because,
Yeah, it was, man. Lenny, you when you see him, you'll know.
Well, I thought I knew all the other. I must.
When you see him, you know.
This is. You said she walked in the door.
Man, when she walked, because what happened was I was working at this church, and I was over the music department for all 3 locations. At that time, my bishop had 3 locations, and she was one of the ministers of music. And I was really going to meet her. Well, supposedly meet her to talk about her location and what they were lacking.
Okay.
You know, go, and it was really a setup, because the bishop and the pastor of that location said, man, we got somebody for you. You know.
Oh, they knew. And
they
you had
knew.
no idea.
I never seen her. So they was like, I'm telling you, you're gonna like what you see. Man, set up the meeting, TGI Fridays. She walked through the door, I said, that's her. That's her. And then we started talking. Once we started talking, it just confirmed everything. You know, I like a woman who's got themselves together.
So do I.
You know, I like a woman well presented. You know,
So do I.
I definitely love a woman that brings something to the table.
So do I.
So I got all of that out of a 15-minute conversation that she didn't know I was even trying to get out of her.
Man, you know what, man? I don't know, man. I need a consultation, man. 'Cause I see a lot of ladies that I'm like, oh wow, that could be Miss Green, or she could be Miss Green.
You just, Lenny, I don't even know what else to say outside of that. You just know. I'm telling y'all, you just know. My first wife, I thought we were gonna be together forever. You know what I mean? But I never felt she was the one. You know what I mean? Just because of the way we got together. Just not that nobody put us together or any of that. My thing is, when I'm forced into marrying you, that's
One of my partners who always sits down with us and kind of imparts wisdom. He always uses an interesting phrase, and the phrase is, "The way you start is the way you finish."
Way you finish.
If you start fast, it's going to end fast.
Yeah.
If you start on a certain level, then it could possibly grow into that level. But obviously, as with every relationship, it takes two, what I call willing forces to make it happen.
It does.
Because you can't make it work, and then the other person not put in their work. And we should also mention that is it safe to really say, and you speak to a lot of people, but is it safe to really say that a relationship requires work?
Definitely.
But people don't think, though, in my observation, and I'm not a professional like you are, in my observation, I don't think people realize that, a relationship or growing the relationship requires you to work as if you're going to a 9-to-5.
Man, what I talked to somebody right before I left. Me and my wife are counseling a couple of couples at the church, and what I was telling them that, how do you think these couples, have 60 years of marriage?
Well, that doesn't happen anymore.
It does not, but you still have some that are living.
Yeah.
How do you think they got to 50 and 60 years? They didn't get. You think they had good times every day?
No.
The vows say, for better, for worse, rich or poor, sickness and health. Everybody's there for better, but they don't want the worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They want to
so
take the
quick
bad.
yeah,
They
man.
just want the good.
Yeah. So when you have a little argument or disagreement, I'm leaving.
Well, do you think, though, the couples that were there and have that wonderful track record of being together so long, 60 years plus, you see, they went through some interesting times, but the times have changed now. And it seems like the times now, people know it's easy to get out. Like, it's a quick fix. Like, okay, I could do it today, and I could be divorced if need be in a month.
So, and my thing is, okay, so you stand, and I'm not being religious. I don't like being religious. I'm not a religious dude.
Right.
So you stand before God and you take these vows.
Right.
Now, the Bible says that your only way out is infidelity. That's really your only way out. Infidelity. You know what I mean? So you disagree, you argue, you don't agree on money, so you leave each other. Really?
Yeah, I know.
So this vow that you made before God, you think God is taking this lightly?
Well, let's examine this part. If the two people are not equally yoked, would they know what they just know the words. They know that this is the ceremonial, customary thing to do. But if you're not yoked, if you really haven't accepted God in your life, does it weigh out the same way?
No. And that's sad.
And that's the problem.
It's sad.
That is the problem, Dave, because we don't have a lot of folks that are equally yoked. One might be yoked, the other one may not be, or both may not be equally yoked.
Yeah.
And equally yoked, can you define that?
Man, equally yoked means that a believer, one believes and one doesn't.
Okay.
And a lot of people feel like it has a lot to do with compatibility. That's not what that is. One is a believer, one is not, or one knows and one doesn't. And a lot of times the Bible tells you not to be unequally yoked, but if you are, don't leave because of the unequally yoked. You know what I'm saying? One, you have to because that one believer might bring the other one in. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You have to work. That's why it's a work in progress.
Do you feel that a couple can test its waters if they are challenged on every level? Should, like before marriage, should a couple have the ultimate argument?
I don't know if you can ever have the ultimate argument.
Well, how about just a bad one? I mean, does it have to go there to evaluate the strength or the weakness or the defining aspects of both individuals?
Man, I really, really believe that there should be some type of, okay, this is hard. This is rough.
Yeah.
It should be an argument that tests each other, honestly speaking. I feel, because if there's not, man, and I'm only speaking by experience, when you get in it, man, you ain't gonna know what to do. Me and my wife, the night before, we didn't even sleep in the same room. We was mad and wasn't talking. We argued on the way to get married.
No way.
And we still did it.
I've never heard that before.
I
brother.
wish I could get on the phone right now.
I've
To
never
the
heard.
point my mother-in-law told me the other day, I ain't think y'all was gonna make it. She was like, I'm surprised y'all went through with it. But I knew she was the one. I knew it.
I hope I find out that way one day, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously I'm definitely going down a dead-end street, Dave. Dave Hollister is with us tonight, baby, inside of the Quiet Storm. This is the behind-the-scene, unfiltered conversation, as I was telling you about. And you get a lot when you watch us and join us online just as well. So thank you for locking it around the country. 1-855-453-6694. Hit us up on the love lines if you'd like to chat. This brand new CD that is coming out the end of September, Chicago Winds, The Saga Continues, is definitely a relationship. I think it's safe to say a relationship album that kind of takes you through the single moment, or I think I could be wrong, the single moment as well as once you have found that person. No?
Mm-hmm. It does, and even down to one of the songs called "Wish You Well" that we talked about.
You got to go.
I'm I hope you got somebody else. You know what I mean? And that I can honestly say that was me and my wife. You know what I mean? I was gone, done, finished.
I don't know. Sometimes I think men are very emotional.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But a lot of women don't get that impression. Mm-hmm. And then the other aspect of it is if we fall in love,
mm-hmm.
we fall in love, if not just as much as a woman, harder than a woman.
Harder.
At least that's my perspective. But
I think so.
I think the right woman, and obviously you have that magic lady, knows that,
mm-hmm.
and cherishes that. And I do as well, but, I think it's very hard in my travels because I haven't yet jumped that broom yet, man. You've been, I can't say lucky because I think you were fortunate to jump the broom. I came close, so I'm not afraid of commitment issues because I know that's another issue that we're faced with a lot. Most men are afraid of committing. No, I'm not afraid of committing. I've given away enough diamond rings.
Right.
Dave Hollister, we're going back on air. .5 WBLS. Brother John Legend and All of Me. Now that's a wonderful wedding song. Wow. All of Me. When you can give all of yourself to one person unconditionally, mm-hmm. I think you have definitely also found the ideal candidate for you.
Yeah, definitely.
How vulnerable, Dave Hollister, should a person be if they want love?
That's a good one. It's kind of scary at times,
mm-hmm.
with my situation. I think that was one of the drawbacks.
Okay.
That was one of the.
You were apprehensive.
Oh man.
You didn't want to give in.
No.
Why did you feel that you were going to lose your dignity, lose your independence?
My wife is very, very independent. Very independent. And then I was by myself for a long time between my first wife and my second wife. And I dealt with a lot of hurt, from my first situation. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna even front. The first situation being messed up was all me. It was my fault.
Wow. Did you know that at the time?
Oh, most definitely. I knew it.
Takes a strong person to admit that.
Oh no, I knew it.
Because we see the person in the mirror, but we don't say, "Oh, it's not us." It's them.
No, I knew it. She was definitely a good girl. Came from a good family, and I messed it up. You know,
Wow.
I really wasn't ready. I was pressured into marrying her,
Right.
and I wasn't ready. You know what I mean? So, you know, I did some dumb, ignorant stuff.
Right.
But with my new wife, here everything I needed and wanted was in front of me, but I was scared to go in and give all of me.
You just get wow. Yeah.
I was scared. So that's where a lot of our problems came from.
Got it.
Me not wanting to be vulnerable, and then me being prideful. Man, pride kills.
Wow.
It kills, man. And a lot of us deal with it, and we don't know we're dealing with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whenever there is, with a woman, and when you're fighting or when you're arguing, whenever there's a problem, you got to look out for three things. You got to look out for the fact that, okay, what am I doing in this situation? Where do I play a part in? You know what I mean?
Sure.
Is it my? We have to be willing to die for each other.
Woo!
We have to.
His name is Dave Hollister. He's the preacher. And he's preaching tonight. I don't know if you're listening. I don't know. You know, it's not everything that's said is maybe not be meant for you personally, but he's preaching tonight. I hope you're hearing it between the lines. There's one particular song. Well, there's several songs on this forthcoming CD that I had a chance to listen to. One is track 6, and it's called "I'm Different." Can you please explain how this song came along? Because I can relate to this song in a lot of different ways. If I didn't know any better, I would say you took it out of my personal book.
This song definitely did not relate to my situation, but it related to somebody that I was dating before. Really liked her, wanted to go in, you know, wanted to deal with and date her, but she wanted to be like, she wanted everything real quick.
Wow.
Like, slow down, boo. Can I know you first? Can we, you know? I'm a different dude. I'm not like the, you know what I mean?
I'm like Dave Hollister. Listen closely, ladies, to this song. Fellas, come a little closer and turn us up. This is the Quiet Storm. We have company tonight. This is a Quiet Storm exclusive.
I don't know what you used to, but I'm about to change your mind. A little physical persuasion. Every woman wants quality time. Let me know what you're into. It's probably already on my list. I'll pay attention to all of your details. Trust me, there ain't no request too big. Make you think that I'm from another world. Baby, I'll do you better, down to the letter. Disappoint you never, 'cause I'm different. It don't matter who came before me, girl, 'cause you gon' forget them. Erase the day you met him. Wonder why you was ever with him, 'cause I'm different. Before you get all in your head, thinking this is too good to be true, let me let you in on a little secret. My rules are different too. Don't ask me for my black card. I ain't that easy. Way too early to be buying cars. Just ride with me. Play your position, pay your dues. There won't be nothing I won't do for you. You can trust me with your heart. Don't you worry about a thing. And if you ever been lonely, you'll never be lonely again. I'm what you dream about. What you dream about. Wake up and live it out now. This is what you've been looking for. Now it's time to love out now. Make you think that I'm from another world. never disappoint you. Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter who came before me. I will. I'll make you forget. Erase the day. Oh, make you think that I'm from another world. I'll do it better. Down to disappoint you never. Oh.
You love him long time. Well, there you go, baby. That's something different. Like I said, there you kind of took a page on my personal book. You didn't even know.
Man.
If I could have wrote at least a couple of sentences, I could relate to that.
Man, you know what you need to do, Lenny? You need to
please
just
help me.
put everything on paper, man. You know.
But it's not as strong for him.
Yeah, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
I got you.
Oh, I can put it down and you can transform it.
Oh man, a lot of man. I'm telling you, a few of your friends that you know that you have. It's a couple that I can name right now.
Okay.
That's been on your show that are real, cool friends with you.
Okay.
We can take care of you, Doc.
Oh, really? Like that, huh?
Oh, and you get publishing.
Oh, well, then we need to talk.
You know what I mean?
Now, that's a big thing, though, and publishing. A lot of people, everyone wants to be obviously in your shoes, and that's in the spotlight. But what I think, what they miss sometimes is that you can get in that spotlight, but if you get into that publishing,
Man, that's where it's at.
everyone's going to make sure you get in that spotlight.
Oh, that's where it's
But you're
at.
going to be happy when you get into that publishing.
Yeah.
Everybody just wants to get up there and sing, but they don't understand the essence of longevity and financial wealth comes in that publishing arena.
Sir, yes, sir.
I tell you, man. Well, I'm overwhelmed that you are back with a nice album that's going to dissect a lot of things. I want to address some of the questions. I'm going to scoot over here. Some of the questions, and you can just kind of. First of all, we posted up Dave's picture on Facebook, and so many folks, like over 10,000 folks, have viewed the posting, and then a few obviously have commented on you in a great way. When when is Blackstreet getting back together? So Blackstreet, obviously, you just shared with us, you are still a part of the Blackstreet movement.
Yes.
With Teddy.
Yes,
I'm assuming.
Daddy. Yes.
Okay. Sexy brother, are you single? No, I think Debbie, that day is over.
Yeah.
He's definitely off the court on that. I think it was a brother. I think it's a brother. Yeah, Norris. Brother Norris Tate Sr. hit us up on Facebook and said he got me over my divorce.
Wow.
That says a lot, brother. You're definitely reaching the souls. I almost had a heart attack. All I read was Quiet Storm. I've been listening to him since college.
Wow.
So you have definitely affected a lot of people on many different levels. Lynette Johnson says, Dave, can we have some baby making music on the brand new CD that comes out on September 30th? What song is definitely a baby making?
Well, I think I'm different is one. You definitely can't,
I'm down for that one. Yes,
the
definitely.
groove is definitely there.
Is there another one? Is there another baby maker out here?
I really think Take This Picture is one. Just depends on, if you like to tape your escapades. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, that got a few people. That got a few people in trouble. Taping.
Me one.
Oh,
me.
come on, man. Are you kidding me?
Oh man.
Oh man, you're supposed to record, review, and delete.
Listen.
RRD.
We supposed to.
You're supposed to.
Right.
But
right.
you wanted to go with the movie for real.
Oh man, and thought she wasn't gonna find it. Called me.
Oh no.
Called me red-handed.
No.
What? And I couldn't even get out of it.
You can't. I mean, you could try to do the Shaggy. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
But it wasn't. It wouldn't work.
No, couldn't do the Shaggy or the R. Kelly.
Oh.
Wasn't me. It couldn't do it.
Not at all. Chicago, both in your DNA.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. There's a lot of soul out of Chicago, man. A lot of soul. I don't know if you guys have the best pizza though. You know,
Come on, man.
Dude,
Don't do this with me,
I
man.
got to do this with you, man. You know, look, I know you have the Chicago taste, and I've never been to Chicago. I've only been to Chicago's airport. I really haven't been around the city of Chicago, so I'm really overdue in a great way.
So you mean to tell me you never had Giordano's?
Hold on, we're going back on air. 107.5 WBLS. I hope you're catching the conversation online because it definitely is hysterical. It really is. I was telling Dave, Dave is from Chicago, and you know, there's a lot of folks. First of all, Chicago has a lot of great musicians and wonderful songwriters and wonderful singers, as Dave Hollister. You know, my good friend Selena Johnson.
Oh, yes.
Who really pops a lot of stuff.
You heard about our duet?
No. Where's the Selena Johnson?
Oh, man, we got a duet called Harmony on her new album.
Oh, you know what? She's been when she came to town a few weeks ago, I did not. Did she mention it? I can't remember. I could have been sipping, but I know. but I do know that I did not hear it. But I can't. Well, look, she's dynamic vocally. I can't wait because I was surprised that you didn't have a duet on this album. But here's the other thing. And Selena Johnson, you know, she's born under the sign as I am, a Virgo, so she likes to talk a lot of mess. But she says that Chicago has great pizza. Now,
See what I'm saying?
I don't know how great your pizza is in Chicago. But
Green.
I would put, I'm a New York guy, right? So I would put up my New York pizza.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You serious right now?
Oh, I'm serious.
You want to have this conversation now?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So,
I mean, because you didn't bring no Chicago pizza in here tonight.
so what is your, who
You see, you're stuttering, right?
Ray's, definitely.
No, I got, no, look, you know what? You're only in New York for a short moment. But
I
the
lived
next,
there, though.
huh?
I lived there.
Yeah, but see, you didn't go around my same circles, like, you know.
I lived on 155th and Broadway.
You were living up in Harlem.
Yes.
Now I got to take you to some other spots.
Okay, all right.
You know, so the next time you have some time and we get, you know, you come in a day, because you've been moving around.
Right.
You've been singing all over the place. But next time, man,
Okay.
we'll take one day and we're gonna make some moves and we're going to find out about the pizza.
I'm with you.
All right.
But then that means you got to come to Chicago with me.
Oh, hey, look, just tell me when I'm coming.
All right.
And I'll be there. I'll get up.
All right. All right.
Man, I can't begin to thank you, brother. Thank you so much for coming by tonight. I really do appreciate it in a great way.
Anytime you call me, brother, I'm here, man. Thank you for all the years, man, that you supported me, man, and let me come on when I was, you know, I remember the very first time I came on, I was who? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and you, man, thank you.
Nah, man.
You helped me so much, man. I appreciate it.
The honor has been mine. I want to close out with a new joint. I want to go to track 2, which is called Done.
Oof.
Now, I'm assuming just by the title alone, when you're done, you're done.
Done.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's finished. I was finished with the arguing with my wife. I couldn't do it no more.
Yeah.
You know, that's when the wish you well came. But, you know, I just could not, and I'm going to get you this one, afraid of losing you. I was afraid to lose her because she was the best thing to happen to me.
Hey, look, the brand new CD, September 30th, is coming your way. It's coming your way. It's called Chicago Winds The Saga Continues. Dave Hollister, you caught him. You caught him over the weekend if you were in the same city with him, and make sure you see him next time. But let's hit you up with another special treat. This is another Quiet Storm exclusive, and I thank you so much for this, man.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All the best. God bless you.
Bless you too.
All right?
Thank you so
All
much.
the best. Dave Hollister, baby. Get ready for Confessions of Love. We're going to invite Dave Hollister back one time for a Confessions of Love topic because he has some things to say about relationships. Come on, listen.
Staring at these walls, talking to myself, tracing back to when it all went wrong. We get both point fingers, blame everybody else. But truth be told, we created our own hell, and I don't want to stay in this place that we're in. So before we go too far and I lose my friend, I'm done. Yes, I am done. I mean it this time. No matter what you say, you can't change my mind. Said I feel bad for the things I did. Stick a fork in me. Wait a minute. Before I say another word and put myself out, I need to know you feel the same way. Feel free to speak your mind, baby, I'm all ears. whatever you say. So don't hold back, baby. Give it to me straight. 'Cause I don't wanna feel like this another day, baby. With the arguments, with raising my voice, thought about my promise, and I had no choice but to be done. Oh, done. Forgive me, baby. So done. That's what we do. Put each other through. But the best part is making up with you. I'll apologize no matter how many times. As long as you're in my life. Hey, doing my dirt. We can make this work. Girl, you stick by my side. Even when it hurt. Leaving you at home while I run the streets. Every time I go, girl, you're gonna be with me. Promise I'ma do better with a little help. Don't you leave me out here by myself. Good, so done, oh done.
The Quiet Storm with Lenny Green. We'll be right back.